Welcome back to Out of the Rough. I'm with Ed Bernstein from 25score.com and Jen Gerard, and it's Whitening Lightning.
Very good.
The company you founded and that you're running right now.
Yes,
tell me, what is Whitening Lightning?
Whitening Lightning is a brand of teeth whitening and beauty products that are sold online all over the world.
Now, you didn't buy it where it was selling all over the world. You started as, if you will, a mom and pop, a smaller operation to begin with. Tell me about the inspiration behind it and how you started to grow it initially.
Well, my business started as White Now Whitening, doing just mobile whitening, going to people's homes and offices, whitening their teeth, doing boutiques, parties, things like that, bachelorette parties, whatever.
Just as an entrepreneur?
Yeah. Right. And I developed these teeth whitening pens for people to use after the treatment. And people started to really love them. And people would come up and ask me for them everywhere I went. Mm-hmm. And I realized, hey, you know what? People are buying these that aren't even getting the treatment. So if I could just sell these, and if I could sell a certain number of them, I could make a pretty good living. Mm-hmm. Never have to get out of my pajamas. Right. You know, be home with my dog. And all of that sounded pretty appealing to me. So it was really just an inspiration to build an internet-based business and get the word out about it.
And so you started small, selling parties, you know, really grassroots, if you will.
Oh, yes.
And then that's how you met Ed Bernstein, correct?
Yeah.
Tell me about the inspiration of meeting Ed.
Well, Jen and I went to one of Larry's hotspot mixers, and it's
Larry Barbaro
with Hotspot, and it was at Mojito, which was the spot where all the people would meet at. And Jen, I remember it like yesterday. We were sitting there and we got to chatting, and she was just starting out with the whitening thing, and I'm thinking to myself, man, that's not what I would want to do. I don't think I would like to, it's almost like being a massage therapist. You only can sell so many hours a day, and you've got to lug the stuff around. I didn't see that as a real appealing thing, but I really liked her, and I said, you know, come to our networking group, get to know some of the people here. There's a lot of brains in this organization, and she came and she fell in love with us, and she sits next to me every week at our networking group for the last 3 years. And as she's grown, the group's grown. We're at 37 people, and every time someone comes in, they have a product or service that can help any business grow. She's probably spent a couple $100,000 in our group just in products and services she's needed, simply because when you grow, you have all these needs.
So it was all about networking initially.
Right.
Yes.
And meeting somebody randomly.
Yeah, yeah. And I think that's really important, that we help each other become successful in this, you know, challenging market, I would say, but it's starting to come out. And as it comes out, entrepreneurs that continue to network and build their base are going to be fantastic. And that's what you've done. You went from selling person to person to selling on the internet. How did you have, I guess, the courage to make that leap?
Well, you know, if you have a fear of failure, you're all done.
True.
So, you know, the biggest thing was just really not to be afraid to fail. I was not afraid to fall on my face. If I fell on my face, no big deal. I pick myself back up and move on to the next thing.
Right.
But, you know, when you have that frame of mind, you really can't lose.
Right.
And so, you know, that's kind of how it all started.
Now, did you outsource a lot of the initial? What was the inspiration from making that jump? Did you know? Did you have a mentor, or did you have a background in marketing on the internet?
No, none whatsoever.
And so you just put your product on one day and it just blossomed pretty much?
Fairly well, yes.
Yeah.
You know, I'm blessed to have some good people that work for me, particularly in the sales department. I was really in love with the idea of employing people to help me do the fulfillment and the customer service and that kind of thing. I love the idea of being able to give somebody a job. So that was a big deal for me.
Was there any expertise that you had to go to or you had to seek out? Tell me more about how that, because a lot of people, they don't mind failing forward, but they don't know where to start.
Yes.
What inspiration, what ideas, what thoughts? How did you do your homework and research on it?
Well, I have a background as a sales manager for car dealerships. So I'm a salesman. That's all I know how to do is sell. So that part of it came easy. The technical part of it is a completely different deal, and I know less than nothing about technical stuff. So, of course, I go to somebody in the networking group to help me with that. I've got somebody fantastic, Anya from Small Dog Creative, just redid my website. And
she helps us at the chamber.
Amazing.
She's fantastic.
She is fantastic. It's amazing. And I've got Jason from Priority Tech, who hides outside my door, and anytime we have an issue with a printer or whatever, he's Johnny on the spot to fix it. And you know, it's so nice to be able to give business to people who are really deserving, and I think we learned that in this market.
So you were able to go back into your network group then and build this organization that you have, where you can do business. I like in your pajamas,
Yes.
with a cup of coffee in your hand, or late in the afternoon with a glass of wine in your hand. I love
don't
it.
drink wine, but
Yeah.
But I like the idea
Yes.
of being able to control your own destiny and control your hours and do what you want to do and do what you're passionate about in life. Yeah, yeah. Ed, any thoughts on an entrepreneur taking that leap?
Well, we're meeting a lot of the merchants. You don't have to worry about what the economy is. You just have to make sure you're getting out of your office and you're meeting creative people that have positive energy. I have lots of people coming up to me asking me what they should do because I'm always looking at things from the positive standpoint. And if it doesn't make sense to me, I'll be quick to say, you know, I don't see it. Maybe you do. But sometimes it saves people a lot of money talking to intelligent people that have made mistakes before you. But the best thing for you to do, and I tell anybody in Santa Clarita, if they want to brand themselves, go to 3 things a week for 90 days. The 300 people that do anything in Santa Clarita are out there meeting new people. They're anxious to meet you. And once you've done that, you can do it once a week. But if you consciously make an effort, go to the Chamber, go to VIA, go to Lunch Nets, go to Concierge, any organization that's gathering people together that you may not have met before, because the magic that happens when you meet someone that vibrates at the same speed as you, that can add value to you and to them, and you should not be looking for what they can do for you. Figure out what you can do for them, and reciprocity kicks in, and they start bringing back stuff to you, and then you become the expert and the connector. It makes your life so much easier than trying to go to the Google and look for somebody who does photo booths. You know?
Not only that, they want to do a good job for you. Jen, those that are watching this, both on TV and on the internet, how can they get a hold of you and find out more about your product?
You can go to whiteninglightning.com.
Whiteninglightning.com.
Correct. There's no E in lightning, though. Got to know that. You can also call us at 877-269-5454.
One more time.
877-269-5454.
Great.
Yeah, or tweet us at Whitening Lightning, LTNING.
Thank you for coming on. Yeah. Ed, always a pleasure. Yep.
Thanks, Fred.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ed Bernstein from 25 Scorecard, and of course, Jen Gerard from Whitening Lightning. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. We're going to jump to a break, and we'll be right back.